Hello guys, Tim here again, here another movie review. This time, yes, outside again. So if you're hearing cars in the background, I'm sorry about that because I live pretty close to a highway. But yeah, back with a review this time for VHS 85. Now, as far as the VHS series goes, I'm not a huge fan of this franchise. It's been pretty hit or miss for me, mostly miss. I didn't like the first one at all. The second one I actually thought was good and still, in my opinion, the best of the series. Number 3, VHS Viral, I thought sucked. Number 4 may have been like the VHS 90s one, I think, which I remember thinking was like alright, liking it alright, it's an alright time killer. The two spin-offs, like Siren, I thought sucked. Kids vs. Aliens, I thought sucked. So for the most part, I do not like this franchise. So why do I keep watching it, you may ask? I am a completist. I see every movie in the franchise, and I review them all. If I start a series, I damn well see it to the end. Now, VHS 85, I'll go ahead and say it, is decent. I actually like this one. Compared to most of the others, it's not that bad. It's not great either. It has moments of goodness to where by the time this got towards the end, I thought maybe this would be a 3 out of 4, but no, it kind of peters out towards the end. Overall, it's a 2.5 out of 4. It's a decent anthology movie for the VHS series. You got a wraparound story about this creature who are like this life form, whatever, kind of like the movie Life, where these scientists are trying to create it. You know, by the end, it's going to go crazy and kill them all. And they keep making it watch like shitty aerobics videos. And the big joke at the end is after it kills all the humans, it's like using its tentacles to like move their bodies up and down to mimic aerobics and shit. And that was pretty funny. Yeah, you got the first story, which is like these people who get killed in the lake by the sniper. It's not got a lot of meat to the bone. They get killed in the water, and then the water like is actually magical, and it resurrects them back from the dead. And they're like, well, we're gonna find this person to get revenge on them, and then you don't see them get revenge on them, so it just kind of peters out. It's like a 1.5 for that first story. The second story, which was like this big earthquake happens and all these people get caved in underground and they're like searching through everything with a video camera. I actually like this one. I think this was probably the strongest story for me. I'd give it like a 3 out of 4. And then they're underground and they run into like this old Aztec god or whatever, maybe Mayan or something, Aztec Mayan, whatever. He's like starts like taking out the hearts of them and he comes alive. Pretty neat little practical effect for a low budget film like this. And then the main like girl that's left or whatever, her and this other dude, she like takes off her clothes. You see some boobs, nice. And then she like kills the other dude and takes his heart out and like offers it to the deity or whatever. And that's pretty much how it ends. Not bad. You get some decent gore here. Not bad for what it is. For a short, it isn't bad. The next story, I believe, is the one about this. Sorry, I keep looking over my dog. It was my dog out there. I couldn't tell if it was my dog or a squirrel, but yeah, the third story or whatever is about this group of people who are like having this celebration or whatever, and they get dropped off this water gun or whatever to them from these people in a camper. And the twist is you find the people that are celebrating are actually like a murdered clan family or whatever, kind of like a cult. But they're a family, and they have a family tradition where they go out and execute a bunch of people and kill people, and they like videotape it and show it to their whole family in the celebration. And we find out the girl who's like celebrating and everything, they're celebrating, or who they're celebrating for or whatever, she's the one that murdered the people at the beginning. I like how it connects back to the first story. This was kind of neat, having like a sequel story. And then you find out like the zombie group or whatever like gave some of the water in a water pistol to the little boy of the family, and he squirted the girl with it who did the murders, which coincidentally, yeah, he squirted her with it, not somebody else, but she gets squirted with it. So and the cops show up. I'm not sure that they explain who called the cops or how the cops found them or whatever, but they do. Maybe I missed that, but the cops show up and shoot them all down. And then she gets shot down by the police, but she just won't die, because that's what happens if you get the water on you. You basically become immortal. So she just keeps coming back to life, and she even shoots herself after she comes back to life, and then comes back to life again. The cops like arrest her and everything to take her in, but she just won't die. So she gets to have the same fate as they got. She gets to basically live forever and spend the rest of her eternity probably imprisoned. Overall, I thought this one was like was okay. I think I didn't mind this. I thought this one was like either okay or alright. I'm trying to remember. It's either okay or alright. But yeah, and then the one after that one, which is the next story, which this one was just alright, 2.5. I remember liking this one, thinking it was alright. This next one is like this cop or whatever is getting these videotapes from this serial killer after these murders, and he goes to investigate him, and you find out it's actually the cop's son, who's like this goth kid. I believe he's actually son of the director Scott Derrickson, who did the Doctor Strange movie, which I thought was average. I actually liked the second Doctor Strange more than the first, because the first one was more just a standard origin superhero story. Same shit I've seen 1,000 times. But yeah, he did Sinister, which was great. I think he did Sinister 2, which was not very good, and he did Black Phone, which was really good. But I believe his son plays the goth kid in this, who is like the child of the police detective, and you find out he's psychic basically, and it runs in their family, and he's his dreams or whatever, he dreams about what's going to happen before it happens with the murders, and they manifest in these videotapes. He sends them to the police so they can try to stop the killer. You find out the killer is actually Dad's partner. He actually ends up killing the father, and then he comes back to the police station, and then the police like come in there to like take out the killer, and then you get some good gore here where he's like taking out the other cops and everything, and then coincidentally, of course, he gets shot from behind to the back of the head by the goth kid who's the son of the cop that he killed. Overall, all right. I like this one as like an all right time killer. It was all right. The final story or whatever, which is pretty much the wraparound segment thing, ending with the alien creature, which I already mentioned. Well, not so much alien creature, but biological organism or whatever that's being created by the scientists that ends up taking them all out. It was decent overall for what it was. So overall for the movie as a whole, 2.5 out of 4. Decent time killer. I liked it. Would I watch it again? Probably not. It was decent. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again.